Everybody, again, welcome back to the channel on this beautiful spring day. Man, I tell you, the weather is just so nice. Not too warm out. The sun's sort of trying to force its way through the clouds. Got some light here, as you see. Anyway, this video, we're going to talk about, again, something that we just talked about in a previous video, and that is the Trangia spirit stove. Well, I wasn't very happy with something, and well, I went out and try to do some improvements. Well, hang in there. We'll talk about it. We'll show you what those improvements are. Beg your pardon for my finger. Hang in there. I'll see you in just a minute. Again, welcome back, everybody. And you don't see my face. But what you do see is what we're talking about here, okay? This is what I got previously. Very happy with the Trangia stove. It's very nice. The fuel system to refuel it, very, very nice, very squared away. What I wasn't happy with was this little item here from Tokes. This little fumbly screen slash pot holder that holds the pot over it. The reason why I didn't like it, I'm not too happy with it, it's very fumbly. I mean, get it to sort of, I'm worried it's going to fall apart on me when I'm using it. So you get it together, and it's not too difficult to get together. It's just moving it around and stuff. It's a little bit, you know, look at that. See there, it's just a little bit fumbly, okay? And once you get it all together here, and you've seen it probably in a previous video, you got to really have it on some stable, you put it over it, and then you set your pot on top of it, okay? That's okay. I'm just worried that, you know, that's what's going to happen. Moving around, it's kind of like that, it's going to fall apart. Then you have whatever you're cooking, whatever you're boiling up, it's going to fall apart. I do like the idea that it's very compact here, but that's the only thing I like about it. The rest of it, I guess if I worked on maybe bending these or something like that, I'm going to look into that a little bit more. It was really funny because when I went to the store to find the system that I have now, that I've replacing this with, they had just, but they'd welded it together. I thought that was funny. Anyway, so that is going to be out. Okay, what's in? Well, I went back and I got a Trangia Micro Original, and this is a let's see, what do they call it here? It's called the Micro Original. That's all it is. And this is what you get, okay? But you don't only get this right here. You also get another Trangia stove, which slides in there. And it's actually, this aluminum pieces here, they hold it in place. So, you know, it's not gonna go anywhere, especially if it's in your rucksack. And then it comes with also a little pot. This pot right here is also an original Trangia item right here. This is probably about I don't know how many milliliters. Let's see if there's anything written in it. Yeah, it's half a liter pot with a lid. It's aluminum, or something like that. It's aluminum, I think, but it's it may not be aluminum. Maybe something. I'm gonna have to see what's this thing made out of here. Let's see. What do they say here? I think it's probably aluminum. It's quite lightweight. I wouldn't doubt if it wasn't aluminum. And then the whole system fits into the pot, like so, and then there you go. I like that. That's pretty nice, pretty nifty. If you want to boil up some water, usually 500 milliliters is enough for one person for any of your dehydrated rations, or 250 milliliters is usually the size of a cup of water, so that's usually enough for that. But I really like it. But I didn't realize it came with this second stove, which I think is pretty cool. So now I have two of them. So there you go. I have a backup now. Okay. Well, I'm going to use the one that have fuel in it, the older one. Put it in here, like it's right here. The top, and this is actually what you use to kill the fire with it. This right here comes off of this. Take this right here off. Okay. Set this up. First thing I want to do, I want to get this thing lit up, because the reason why you want or refuel or lit up, the reason why you want to do that before you really start, before you sort of put the fire on there, because it needs to heat up a little bit. And once it's heated up, it's like a preheat. Now, there we go. I put this sucker on there, boy, I tighten it up. I'm a bit of a tighter. I tighten things up. It's got the fuel in there. And then if I need some more fuel, just right here unscrews right here. You put it over it, you press down on it, and your fuel pours right into it, okay? Very simple. I like this whole concept. I think I also said these come in olive also if you're worried about the color or you want it for a tactical reason. These are plastic, a heavy duty plastic, and they come in olive also, olive color. And they have lots of instructions on them in different colors. It's a pretty decent thing, and they have come in different sizes also. This right here I thought was enough for me, especially if you're gonna do it for a weekend, like that. You can carry a lot of fuel in here. And then take my brand new Seraphane rod system that I have here. We're gonna strike it and get this thing. What I like about this right here, I didn't mention in the beginning, it's got 2 strikers on it. So when you strike at the same time, there we go. This thing is lit already. There's heat coming off of it. What I like about it, has 2 strikers on it, so you're able to get a bigger strike on it. So I forgot to say that in the video that you guys will see, that you have seen that by now already. And then comes in a small little bag, which is fine. Keeps it safe, but I like this. I like this a lot. This is going to be my go-to from now on for starting fires, okay? So let that heat up. Once it's heated up, the flames will come out the sides. There's small little holes that are around it, okay? And just give you an idea what they look like. This empty one right here. You see the small holes around it. The flames will start burning through that, and that's what it starts cooking with Crisco, okay? Which is an expression you may not have. Anyway, so while that's going on, put all this to the side. That fire's going, man. I can feel it. We're going to go ahead and get the water filled up in this right here so we can get it boiled up. We're going to do a coffee size, although I don't drink coffee, we're going to do a coffee size boil, okay? Ooh, there we go. Now it's going. It's sort of like puffed out, sort of like a little miniature explosion, okay? It was really funny. And then this sits up on top of that, like so, okay? The lid on top of it. It's got a little small hole in the lid right here to allow pressure out of it. And there you go. You can cook up you can boil up enough water for two cups of coffee, or you can boil up enough water for a hiking ration, a lightweight ration. So there you go. That's the system, and it does boil up pretty quickly. I was surprised. It talks about, I don't know how much it boils up in about a liter in about 12 to 15 minutes. And this, of course, is not a liter, but I can hear it already. I can hear the flames. I can hear the burn. It's doing really well. I really like this system. It's a lightweight system. It's very safe. I don't have a bunch of propane little bottles with me. I don't have to build a fire, you know, with wood, this kind of stuff. I can just light this up. If you're out on a hike or a day trip or whatever, you can quickly put this together, throw this together, and you're good to go. So that's what I like about it. Anyway, very simple system, okay? I definitely recommend the Trangia system. It's all made in Sweden, okay? So the prices are a little bit more expensive. Although I didn't pay that much for this system right here. I paid only $39.90, and it's in aluminum. Actually, it's talking about it right here on the packaging. They're pretty simple. They put all the information on the outside right here. This is in the right here with the price tag. It also talks about this right here. All the information is there. It's simplicity, quality, and reliability, they say. And they've been around since 1922. Trangia has. So there you go, huh? And here you can get a good idea of some of the picture there. That is their full cook systems. You can get the pots, everything to go with it, okay? And this thing weighs 282 grams altogether. That doesn't include the fuel you put into the cooker, okay? That's gonna raise it, and of course you're going to want to carry with this one. But if you're just going up for a day trip, you don't really need to have the whole bottle with you. I mean, you can just fill this thing up and carry it as it is, and that thing will work, okay? Let's see how we're looking here. The water is already warm, very, very warm actually. It's a good comfortable bath water for me. I like mine really hot. But it's coming along here. Really good. I'm really impressed by just how simple it is. It sort of reminds me of the heat tabs in the Army. We used to boil up in our canteen cups, or we boil up water to make ramen, or guys that make coffee, or you make your hot chocolate from your MREs. This right here is along that line. But what I really like about it is all comes, you can all put it all back in the cup, into the pot once you're finished, and that makes it much more compact, and it's a very reliable system. I do like it. You're not going to burn your hand on. It's got it's a rubber system here. Oh, I'm pretty happy about that too. I push it around and it's pretty stable. It's not falling down like this system right here is. It's putting out some heat. I can feel the heat right here. I tell you, if you're cold and you got this thing running, you can warm your hands up pretty easily around this thing. There is flames coming out from the sides here. Now, one thing you can't do is you cannot adjust this that I know of, unless maybe this right here allows you to adjust. It could be an adjustable lid. I really don't know. I haven't played with it enough to know that, but you know what? I know that when you want to put the fire out, you put this on top of it, and that does it. But it could be an adjustable lid to adjust the flame also. That'd be interesting to know. I have to look into that a little bit more. Go to our website, check them out at trangia, I think, .com, and you'll be able to see it. I'm trying to see if there's any. Yes, no, it's Trangia.se for Sweden. So there you go. And if you have any email inquiries, it's customer support at Trangia.se. But they're from a town. It's from. It's funny, Transviken, Sweden. Huh, interesting. So the name of the town actually is what I guess determined the name of the company. There you go. Let's have a little look here. Yep, we got bubbles forming now, so it's been pretty quick. And you can look on your time lapse on the camera to determine, how much time it's taking. There's some heat coming on the outside of this thing right here. I can definitely feel the flames spilling over on the outside right here. And this is a good first boil right here, a good first test right here with you guys, so you guys can check it out and see what you think about it also. But yeah, I can hear it boiling now. The water, ooh, it's hot. I can't put my hand right here because the flames are coming out, so I got to watch out what I'm doing here. We're starting to, it's not a rolling boil, but we got the boil going right now. So I didn't take very long. And here it is, it's starting to boil now. We're getting more of a rolling boil, so it works really well. You guys could probably see it just on the camera there, how well it works. Give it a try, huh? Now, like I said in the previous video, I made these little stoves with Coke cans, okay? But this right here works so much better, and it's much more reliable, and you don't have to pour the fuel back into a bottle. And one thing they talk about, be careful, it's not a good idea to pour the fuel into a hot stove because it can explode on you. So there you go. We got our fire going. It's a rolling boil, really rolling boil. Really nice. Pretty impressed. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll take this off now. Okay, what we need to do now is put that out. So how do we put that out? We take the lid here, pop it on it. That puts the fire out. Just pop it off, allow that to cool down now, the whole thing to cool down. And that's the thing also, you gotta let it cool down before you start using it, okay? It didn't use that much fuel. I'm gonna touch the outside here. It's hot, so it needs to cool down before I can do anything with it, but it cools down while you're having your coffee or while you're having your meal, You'll do all that. See that the bottom looks a little bit scorched on the bottom, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour this out. I'm not gonna make anything with it here, okay? But I wanna show you the inside, okay? You see that blacking? That's from the hot water that changes the color of the aluminum. And then on the bottom of it, you see some discoloration also. This is all perfectly normal. What I'm gonna do now is let it all air dry with the hot water coming out of it very quickly. It'll air dry much faster. Matter of fact, it's pretty much already dry on the inside. Yeah, the inside is already dry. It's still hot, but the inside is already dry. And put it aside. Now this right here needs to dry up a little bit. I have some cloth with me. I can and dry this out here up a little bit pretty quickly, and then I can, once all this out here is cooled down, I can disassemble it and get on with it. So anyway, that's it. Pretty simple video, a little bit longer than I hope you guys can deal with it. And hope you all have a pleasant day. Enjoy your time out, get outdoors, do some hiking, do some camping, spend some time with the family, your friends, loved ones, and or just by yourself, and take care. I'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye-bye.